I ngā mana, i ngā reo, i ngā karanga maha o te motu, tēnā koutou, o tira tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora everyone, I hope you can hear me. Rawe. Well, tonight I'm back on here. As you know, there's many of our whānau around the motu have lost some loved ones, and so Kingi is away at Tātobi Curtis Poroporoaki tonight, and also a few others are out there looking after mokopuna and stuff as well. So yes, I'm back. Oh, kia ora Angela, ngā mihi, thank you for that. Yes, so tonight in the description we're going to be talking about the Koroneihana this weekend and how awesome it has been to actually have it back, especially while we were going through that period of COVID. So ngā mihi to all of our awesome volunteers that were out there these last few days doing that for us. So ngā mihi nui kia rātou. I'll just wait for another minute or so, and then we'll get started with Karakia mo te pōnei. So I hope everyone is warm and well wherever you are. We have people tuning in from America, Australia. Where did I have some from last time? Kopiopio. But yeah, there's a few people out there that tune in, and if they can't tune in at 8 o'clock on Sunday, they definitely try and log in throughout the week, because as you know, these posts stay up on our Facebook page for a very long time, and so it's really cool that you can actually go back and reflect on some of our karakia that we've had, and also around some of the discussions that we've had in that space as well. So it's really awesome to have everyone take part in karakia o te ahiahi pō. And like Kingi said last week, in regards to how we started karakia o te ahiahi pō, we're going to touch back on that tonight as well. So hoi anō, nei rā te mihi ki a tātou katoa, o tira ka mihi tuatahi ki tō tātou kaihanga nāna te timatanga te whakamutunga o ngā mea katoa. Ka huri ngā whakaro ki ngā tini mati o te wā. Koutou mai raro i te parekawakawa o te motu, e moi, e moi, e moi. O tira hoki mai ki a tātou te hungora tātou i rungi tēnei o tō tātou i purangi, nei rā te mihi ki a koutou katoa. Nō reira piki mai, kake mai, haere mai ki te karaki o te ahiahi pō. Greetings everyone and welcome to Karakia o te ahiahi pō. Let us start with karakia and we'll get into our topic of discussion. Nō reira, me inoi tātou. He honore, he kroria ki te atua, he maunga rongo ki te matua te whenua, he whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. E hua mana ki te amai o mātou nei whānau, e māwiwi ana, o te rā i o mātou nei whānau, i raro i te kapo pauri, me te taumahatanga o tēnei mea te mate e pāna, e pātu ana ki o tātou nei whānau huri rauna i te ao. Nō reire pā, mana ke te hoki o mātou nei whiti ngā kōrero o te pōnei. Hei painga mū, hei painga hoki mō tātou nei whānau e mātakitaki i tēnei i rungi i tēnei o tō tātou nei ipurangi. Nō reira pā, ka tukuna tēnei whakamoemiti i runga te matua, te tama me te wairua tapu. Ake ake. Āmene. All right. So, our first kaupapa kōrero I wanted to talk to us about is around the Koroneihana, and me mihi kawatu au ki tō tātou nei kingi, a kingi tū heitia potatou te wherowhero, te tuawhitu, o tira ki te makau, me te whare ariki, nei rea te mihi kia koutou katoa. Um, a huge mihi must go to all of our volunteers or Miki, everyone at Tūranga Waiwai for the Koroneihana this year. What a beautiful time that we could come united as Māori to celebrate not only the coronation of our King, Kingi Tuheitia, but also to acknowledge being Māori and uh, the amount of people that have been through the last 4 days since Thursday, or 5 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if they had come through those doors of Tūranga Waiwai, what a beautiful time to be Māori. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to all the haukainga, tainui, whānui, koutou mā. Thank you for the service that you did over those days and the work that you continue to do right up till today. Amazing mahi, and what amazing time to actually be in that space. And so, for those that didn't know, there were a whole heap of things, activities. Um, there were a whole heap of people from all up and down Aotearoa that came and supported their whānau in that space. And the most memorable part for me would have been the kawemate. It was 2 whole years of people that they brought in front of the thousands of people um, that were there to pay their respects to their whānau, to their loved ones throughout for the last 2.5 years. It wasn't just for this year only, it was actually 2.5 years. And then to see whānau that were already mourning the loss of their whanaunga in the last weeks or months, being in that same space as others around them brought comfort. And that's what bringing the kawemate to these different marae is all about. That you find comfort in the fact that others that are grieving their loved ones are in that same space, that same frame of mind. And it's just nice to mourn, but to celebrate the life of their loved ones while they were here on earth. And so, he whakaro rangatira tēnā. It's a very thoughtful way of not only mourning, but a thoughtful way of acknowledging our Māori people. So to Tainui, to Tūranga Waiwai, to the hauora, I must give the big ups to our hauora that were doing the RATS test every day. Yesterday, they ran out of wristbands and yeah, there were a whole heap of things that they did, and so I thought that was so cool. When you run out of wristbands, thousands of wristbands, that means that thousands of people went there in a celebration. So he mihi nui tēnā to everyone who did that or who went there. I went last night with some other whānau, the Strickland whānau. We had a unveiling up in Tāmaki Makaurau yesterday, and then on our way back to Rotorua, we called into Tūranga Waiwai to support a kaupapa that's close and dear to Kingi Tuheitia, and that was a fundraiser for Starship Hospital. And I too have been in Starship to pray with families and their loved ones, their children. I've been there to support them in giving them. So there's a project that I run called Share the Chair, and it's during the time of Christmas to New Year's. And what it basically is um, about giving aroha and just showing appreciation not only to the staff that look after our tamariki or staff that look after people in the hospitals during that Christmas period, New Year period. It's to actually acknowledge that people in the public, people out there are actually thinking of them during this time. And so the initiative around Share the Chair is exactly the same. And so, same with Kingi Tuheitia, as an ambassador for our young kids that are in hospital, he put on this beautiful fundraiser and raise money, much needed funds um, for the hospital, for the children's hospital. And so they, the Kingitanga gave 100K, $100,000 to Starship yesterday, this morning, um, as a collective effort of donating um, to Starship. And so I think you can still, I think you can still donate Putia to Starship. What I'll do is I'll find the link and I'll put it up onto our Facebook page so that everyone can see it. So to everyone that went through Tūranga Waiwai for the Koroneihana, um, ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. What an awesome way that we can come together and celebrate being Māori and to celebrate the coronation as well. Although there was no sports this year, whānau, but there was plenty of waiata, there was plenty of kai. That kitchen was like going hard out during that time. So, yeah, a huge mihi to them. And I just want to show you something. these these puffer jackets. I don't know if you can see it, but these are the Koroneihana puffer jackets, and they are so warm and worth every dollar. So, if you are looking for any, if you were looking at the merchandise for Koroneihana, I think you can still buy them from Movement Promotions. There you go. Movement. Uh, I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, Movement Productions. I'll put that onto our Facebook page as well. They're based in Huntley, and they supplied the merchandise for Koroneihana, and I got mine like in a week, so it was a really quick turnaround for the merchandise for Koroneihana, and the puffer jackets come in black and grey. The grey ones are lovely. I like the color, and they are very warm. And if you think that it's gonna make you look big, yeah, it does. But at the same time, I'm warm, so I'll wear it if it's gonna keep me warm. And because it's got Koroneihana on there, I am happy with it. So, ngā mihi nui kia koutou waikato taniwharau, he piko he taniwha, he piko he taniwha. Okay, like we've been talking about for the last few karakia o te ahiahi is that, you know, the grieving process around so many of our people that we've lost. The ones that are unexpected can bring a lot of mamai to the ngākau or so many people, and that's okay. All right, I just wanted to put it out there. It's okay to feel that mamai because you have just lost a dear friend, a dear whanaunga, and so during that time you are able to mourn the loss of them. It's okay to be pody. It's okay to cry. And so that's what I wanted to really put out there. Hundreds and hundreds of people have been flooding through Rakayao um, these last few days. And to the whānau of Tā, Toby Curtis, tō tātene pāpakaroa, um, he mihi mai o ha tēnei kia koutou katoa, kia kaha. Be strong. Uh, I know there's going to be some times when you go to Hui or you go and visit him out at Rotoiti, at the homestead, whatever, wherever you go, that there's going to be that time and place where he's not longer going to be there. So just a huge mihi to his whānau, to his kids, to his many mokopuna. Thank you for sharing tā with all of us. I'm humbled to have learnt some amazing, amazing things from Tā over the many years. And not only as an educationalist, but also as a koro, a kaumātua, a respected elder of the iwi. You can't help but feel the mamae, but at the same time, you feel the tau and that settledness of knowing that he's in no more pain, no more suffering, that and he's done whatever he could do to help support us in that space. Nō reira e te papa, ko tēnei taku poroporo aki ki a koe, e au tō moi, e au tō moi. Also, to my whānau from Waititi, to Auntie Donna Wairiki, Kotauma, for the loss of Kamau. So her and I worked together with Kāhui Hauora Trust. Mike Nida was our boss, and Ray Morrison, and Kamau was working in the cancer support service team with myself, Auntie Patty, forgotten who else was in our team, but there were a whole heap. And then Kamau went to go and lead the Hunga Manaki team at the hospital for many years, until Manaki Ora have now taken that role within the hospital. But in saying that, her passing was a shock to many of us. And so they've gone over to, Auntie and them have gone over to Perth to bring her back home to Rotorua. So our thoughts, prayers of travelling mercies to Auntie Donna and the rest of the whānau that are over there with Kamau at the moment, and to all of our whānau back here in Rotorua, e rere ana te aroha ki o koutou. So love and prayers are lifted to everyone that are in shock and mourning the loss of our sister, our cousin, our whanaunga at this time. Nō reira, e te tuahine e Kamau, e au tō moi, tēnei taku poroporo aki ki a koe. Kia piritata mai koe ki tō haukainga e tātari ana mō. Nō reira, e au tō moi. Hoki kia mata te hunga ora, let's return to us the living. At this time, a huge thank you to everyone that continuously watches Karakia o te ahiahi pō every Sunday. And as King mentioned last week, that Karakia o te ahiahi pō used to be every night during this time of COVID, and then we wanted to keep it going, the momentum going, because people still wanted Karakia o te ahiahi pō. So we moved it over into the next segment, which was every Sunday, 8 o'clock, for a period of time. And so I just wanted to take this moment to mihi to Kingi, who has continuously done an awesome job and continuously doing Karakia o te ahiahi pō. um, John Hurihanganui, um, who has been there from the beginning and continues to be there now, to Natalie Richards, and of course her whole whānau that have always supported the mahi of Karakia o te ahiahi pō. Well, all of these different things to keep us informed um, in this space. Not only Karakia o te ahiahi pō, but the tangihana pages, the huiato pages. You know, there's a whole heap of different places and platforms that her and Rawere, and that's next mahito is Rawere, they look after so many platforms for us, and we are continuously getting updates because of these two beautiful humans, whanaunga, that continue to um, be there. And yes, Nat, you say you're plan F to Z, but you're always plan A in the minds of many of us. Like Kingi and I, we just are so thankful that we know that you and Rawiri and John and Pataua, you know, all of you have always got our backs when we do these sort of things. So you're never plan F, B, or Z. You're definitely part of the plan A. And so it takes time, and uh, it takes a lot of time to do things like this. And so I just wanted to say a big mihi to everybody that works behind the scenes to make sure that we can be well informed and that we can actually do things like this. And so to the whānau of Kingi, to Lauren, to Wendy, to all the kids, um, thank you for sharing him with us. Thank you for allowing him that time and space to influence the lives of so many that watch Karakia o te ahiahi pō. Also to the whānau of Rawiri and Nat and John, Potaua, um, thank you all for the contribution that you always do for this kaupapa. And in saying that, big mihi to every single person that continuously watches Karakia o te ahiahi pō. E kore te aroha e motu mā koutou katoa i tēnei wā. Aha ko ngā piki me ngā heke, kei reira tonu koutou, hei hāpai ana i te kaupapa o te pō. And all the things that are happening in our lives, the ups, the downs, the sideways, the inways, you know, some negativity, people out there, you know, the Warriors winning, not winning, you know, all of those sort of things. Um, no matter what we do, always find time for karakia and to tow yourself or settle yourself to prepare yourself for the new week ahead. So, I runga e tēnā, he mihi kau atu tēnei kia koutou katoa. Um, to my dear friend Hui, and to your sister Hene, I think she's watching too. Big mihi to Papa from me as well, and to my, and during, you know, during this time, I bet you are all watching um, the Poroporoaki of Tā online at the moment and are eager to go back and watch it. So I am going to finish off right there e te iwi, e te whānau. So continue to have an awesome week. And don't forget, it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel sad. And it's okay to be you. Kia tau te rangi Māori e kirungi a koutou katoa i tēnei pō o tira mo te mutunga mai o tēnei o tō tātanei wiki. Please don't forget to go onto the Tangihana page. Nat has put the process of what time you need to, if you're going to the Nehu Apopo for Tātobi, there's a whole heap of information. Car parking is down at the Rotoiti club rooms. So, and make sure that you get there in enough time because, you know, the shuttles are going to be happening, but you never know. There's be so many people waiting for shuttles. There mightn't be enough. So you'll just have to wait your turn. Kapai. And a huge mihi to our shuttle drivers, to the Māori wardens, to Te Aroa Lakes Trust, to the media crew, everyone that's out there, Aukaha, Te Aroa FM. Oh my gosh, what I have been so blessed that I could stay in my bed and I can watch everything. It's amazing. I know it's the times and the days now, but if it's going to keep me away from sick people, I'm happy with that. The same. I've got a few more before I join those people anyway. Kia tau te rangi Māori e, me motu pai mātou te karakia, me nui tātou. Kia tātou katoa, te ata whai o tō tātou nei ariki ihu karati, me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhinga taitanga ki te wairua tapu, ake, āmene. Nō reira koutou mā, kia tau te rangi Māori ki rungi o koutou I tēnei pō, pō Māori e.